He who has mastery over his incensive power has mastery also over the demons. But anyone who is a slave to it is a stranger to the monastic life and to the way of our Savior. For as David said of the Lord, he will teach the gentle his ways. Psalm chapter 25, verse 9. The intellect of the solitary is hard for the demon to catch, for it shelters in the land of gentleness. There is scarcely any other virtue which the demons fear as much as gentleness. Moses possessed this virtue, for he was called very gentle above all men. Numbers chapter 12, verse 3. And David showed that it makes men worthy to be remembered by God when he said, Lord, remember David and all his gentleness. Psalms chapter 132, verse 1. And the Savior himself also enjoined us to imitate him in his gentleness, saying, Learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest in your souls. Matthew chapter 11, verse 29. Now if a man abstains from food and drink, but becomes incensed to wrath because of evil thoughts, he is like a ship sailing the open sea with the demon for pilot. So we must keep this watchdog under careful control, training him to destroy only the wolves, but not to devour the sheep, and to show the greatest gentleness towards all men. In the whole range of evil thoughts, none is richer in resources than self-esteem, for it is to be found almost everywhere, and like some cunning traitor in a city, it opens the gates to all the demons. So it greatly debases the intellect of the solitary, filling it with many words and notions, and polluting the prayers through which he is trying to heal all the wounds of his soul. All the other demons, when defeated, combine to increase the strength of this evil thought, and through the gateway of self-esteem they all gain entry into the soul, thus making a man's last state worse than his first. Matthew chapter 12, verse 45. Self-esteem gives rise in turn to pride, which casts down from heaven to earth the highest of the angels, the seal of God's likeness, and the crown of all beauty. So turn quickly away from pride and do not dally with it, in case you surrender your life to others and your substance to the merciless. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 9. This demon is driven away by intense prayer and by not doing or saying anything that contributes to the sense of your own importance.